And that's what some of your other responsibilities. I mean, it's not just what goes on in front of the camera. You also take care of extras.
Yeah.
That don't show up
and,
with the right clothes.
And I have a crew that has a lot of responsibilities, and that is why what I need to do is focus my time and energy on the look of the show, on developing, maintaining the look of the show, and principles, and establishing characters, making sure that they say exactly what was intended on the page for them to say. When they walk into the room, what do you get off that character? What's the vibe you get? What is the first thing you look at? Because when you meet someone, before they open their mouth, you see what they look like, and largely that's how they're put together.
But the other thing that you take care of, maybe not so much on One Tree, but you're on features and stuff, is like you actually dye clothes. You actually make clothes. You do all of that.
That's what we were talking about, my department.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I have a supervisor in my department, and she is the next person from me, and she is kind of like a personnel manager and manages all the people that work in the department somewhat. She also, I work with her on keeping us on budget. She follows the money, and everything that everyone spends goes through her, and she puts the budget together. Yeah, every single thing. She also delegates a lot of responsibility, and she's worked with me. That's Robin Dean. She's worked with me for so long that she knows, okay, if we've got people that are in a uniform, all that is to me is a simple question. What do you want? So I tell her, and she makes it happen. So like when you think about extras, special extras, all that stuff, if it's a basketball game and we've got to have a uniform for the team, uniforms for the cheerleaders, color cover for the crowd so that they look like appropriate fans, with the logos and t-shirts all scattered through, then she and I sit down, and it's like, okay, well, the opponent is going to be red and gold. We pick it out, we figure it out, and that's as far as I go with it. She makes it happen for me.
Right.
So I design it and she'll,
Right, you decide what the uniform, I mean, you go through the
Art
book.
department may do us a logo.
Right.
Props will do the pom-poms. We do the uniforms. And so everyone comes together.
Yes.
Hair and makeup gets them all,
A lot of sharing going on.
Yeah, we share.
You have worked with some really good actors.
I have worked with some amazing actors.
And you have one-on-one. I mean, Carol is one of the first people to meet the actors. Because, we fly them in here, they're strangers a lot of times. On features, you fly them in for the first time, and we shoot them right over to Carol.
They get picked up at the airport and dropped off at my door.
That's right. And we expect her to make them feel welcome. And
to be very hospitable, yeah.
And then you get them, you put them in what they're going to wear.
Yeah, and
they have to be happy. I mean, they really
need to feel happy. They need, not so much happy as like confident that they have what they need to do their job.
Confident.
Because they can't. My work is to make them walk to set, ready to work. To be invisible, for me to be invisible, for me not to be noticed.
You get a lot of compliments on wardrobe on the wardrobe you do. A lot of compliments. All the actors are very happy on One Tree Hill with everything you've done with their wardrobe because it's tough to do. I mean, you're talking about.
It is.
You have to keep a lot of people happy, from the studio, the creator, the producers, and the actors.
Yes, there are a lot of people to please all at once. Because and it's not a bad thing.
No.
It's not a bad thing because when it works beautifully, it works so beautifully. Like I went to set yesterday. The outfit that Sophia was wearing,
knocked it down.
It was stupid. She looked amazing. She was so happy, and it's like a ripple effect. You walk to set, first off, you see everyone's completely blown away by how amazing she looks. It's like, honey, that's not me. She brings that, you know. But I just put clothes on it.
Accent.
That's all. I just framed the picture. She's the picture, you know. But so everyone is like, Sophia looks incredible. She looks incredible. And then you watch the set, and Sophia's like, I love this, you know. And then you go to camera, and there's Mark and producers, and everyone's like, oh my God, Sophia looks fantastic, you know. And then I watch them shoot it on the monitor. It's like, and here she goes, and she looks like $1,000,000, you know. So it's
now,
when you do it right, it's so right.
And what about the 40s episode that you knocked us dead on?
Oh, gosh.
How incredible
it
was
knocked
that?
me dead.
It was tough. It was really,
it was
really
so
hard. I mean, it was like
so hard because it was very often that came right in the middle of our season, and very often at that point in the middle of our season, I've built closets for these characters. So, you know, they have dress shoes, they have suits and ties, and they have, you know, a closet of several pairs of jeans that are just right for them for whatever situation. You know, if it's a guy, there's some casual weekend jeans, there's some dressier jeans, there's dress shirts, polos, you know. And so I've got this closet that we can pull from, you know, whether it's like, maybe we'll use these jeans that he's worn before, clearly, Chuck Taylors or boots, leather jacket, or the, you know, and pull things together, some things new, some things that he owns, you know, keeps characters real. But in that one, there was nothing. There was nothing that I could pull from. Yeah, it was all new. It was
you had to go get it.
Crazy, yeah. And so it was a lot of research, a lot of communication between all the departments. So much communication between us and Alan, and who is our production designer, and you know, talk of palette, color palette, just every moment, you know, talking with Mark and Joe, just looking through research and putting together for me what that was so many images, actual photographs, you know, photocopies of photographs from the period, a lot of clothing advertisements from magazines, you know, that way, you know, just to nail down, like, okay, this one wears this hat, this one wears this hat.
That's right.
You know, this one's in a fedora, but this one's in a bowler, or this one's in a Homburg. Like, the Homburg is the meatiest of the hats, you know. Right. And so that would be Dan.
That was Dan.
You know, and that was the big business, you know. But so,
you also had rain. You had stunts.
My gosh. I can't believe you're reminding me of this.
Remember all that?
It was so insane.
It was insane.
Yeah, and so there was some of the clothing, I could rent clothing that was, you know, from costume houses in Los Angeles, motion picture costume house, so wonderful. I got so much of the clothing that I rented from them. So I could rent some of it, but if someone was going to be shot in it and bleed all over it, I needed to have 6, 7, 8, 9 of them.
Yep.
You know, so it was also cheating things, having things made. And by cheating, that's, you know, if there's a garment out there that is cut in a similar style that will work in the period,
that's,
you know,
from today, like,
yeah,
she
that's
found
today.
out
A modern shirt, like a modern shirt that miraculously has the right collar that we need, you know, because the men's wear does not change that much. It really doesn't change that much, and you can always find bits and pieces. You know, there was a little jacket that Skills wore, a little plaid casual jacket that Skills wore, a sweater that he wore, a hat. You know, a lot of that was modern clothing. Pants, you know, as long as they had pleats, I could get the guys to wear them up high on their waist. Right. Altar men, you know, if they would work that way, I could do it. You know,
that was a huge episode for you. I mean, that really pushed you.
It was massive.
Because it was still there was
and
budgetary.
I didn't sleep at all.
No, you didn't.
It was television, so it wasn't like, okay, guys, well, we've got this 1940s episode, so here we're just going to give you a month to work on it. Yeah. No, we still had the same exact amount of time.
You were prepping the next episode.
Yeah.
With new actors coming in.
Yeah, and so, it's television. So prepping it while we're shooting another episode. So, I'm prepping 40s and still maybe like, okay, well, this day player's coming in from this episode that we're actually shooting. Oh, okay. Let me just go stop what I'm doing and go meet with them, get them right. Get them on camera. Go back to the 40s. Meanwhile, start shooting the 40s. Here's your next script, honey.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We're back in modern day. So good luck with that. Yeah, no, it was great. It was like
She's awesome.
It was a really good experience of just like pushing what you can do and what you expect. I learned not to expect. You have no idea what is going to be in the next script. You just don't know.
There's a lot of wobbles.
You have no idea. We've gotten some crazy surprises, but yeah, it's fun.
All right, sweetie. I'm going to let you answer one more question
Okay,
for
what's
us.
that?
What keeps you going? Why do you keep...
Well, now it's my baby that I'm going to have. Keeps me going.
Yeah.
But
every day, you love it. It's your passion.
Yes.
It's what you're going to keep doing.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
All those things.
I love it. And I love. She's so creative. She reads Sogo Pro scripts, and she loves them, and she wants to work on them. We want.
And I can't wait to work with you.
And we and Hill loves Carol.
And I love Hill.
So, all right, we're gonna let Carol go because work is on her desk. I know she has to get back at it. So, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Mwah.